So, as you make your way towards the port town that you all know as Rogueport, a band of pirates and rapscallions, adventurers, and warmen and mercenaries of the like, you make your way into the rolling ports as people help you or help get the ship tied to the docks, and everyone starts to pile out and sort of securing everything. The captain actually comes down to all of you on the deck and says, "Just wait here." And he storms off the ship, and everyone seems to be sort of hanging around the ship, still sort of doing stuff, but very much staying close. And the captain does not look happy, possibly because someone died on his vessel. And you would know this, Ashton. Your character would know this, that while you are basically rapscallions, there is a pirate's code where you don't necessarily mean any harm and all's fair on the sea, but you try not to make wars or any sort of scuffles with newcomers, especially people that are traveling, because they could be representatives of any sort of other foreign. So you don't want to give any bad impressions to newcomers, as well as start any sort of fights with foreign powers. And I'm going to go ahead and say that you can relay this information to the rest of the people that have arrived. So this is really not good news that someone has died, especially during one of the friendly abashings of some pirate captains.
Yeah. I will turn around and explain all of this to everyone on the ship, gathering most of them around, explaining the current situation and why everything's a little tense.
All right, do it.
Oh,
I'm just kidding. You don't have to.
Do it.
I'm just
gonna say you relay that information.
Yeah.
Is Proto still in the hold with Reardon?
Cleaning his body up. He's kind of brought him back up to their little spot in the cabin.
Can I go and visit this cabin while he's in there?
You can go in there. No one's gonna stop you.
All right.
Unless any characters are going to.
All right.
None of the crew is gonna stop you. Although you did come in on a boat that's not yours. Everyone pretty much still knows you. Everyone knows you're Chancer. You've been around here for a while, maybe a couple years. Have you taken the time to introduce yourself to Mufu, or are you still a stranger?
I'll do that first, actually, before I go in there. I'm going to go up to Mufu, and I'm going to go, "Hey, do you mind if we speak somewhere in private?"
No.
All right. Come with me then. I take her below deck into a private area-ish. That is there any like rooms below deck?
You take her to like a far corner of the hold.
A far corner. Yeah. Okay. I'll take her to the far corner of the hold, and I turn to her and I take off my hood that I was wearing during the time, and I say, "Well, I'm surprised you didn't recognize me off the bat, but you kind of expect this kind of thing from me, at the very least. So, to make it easy for you, I'll give you this. I reach into my back pocket and I pull out the pan flute that she made for me as a child. When I pull it out, I play a little quick tune. And then as I do that tune, my skin begins to kind of change, starting from the bottom legs, going all the way up. As you can't see the legs, but you can see from my neck, it looks like scales kind of flipping over to change my skin tone. My skin becomes blue, my hands become blue, and my hands are shaded oddly where it's dark blue. It's a dark blue, but it fades into a lighter blue, and it looks almost as if I'm wearing a glove. And the same thing goes for my neck, but it stops right at my chin. As it continues up, my hair becomes much shorter and dark blue as well. My eyes are completely black, and I turn into a drow elf. As such, none real body parts change except for my feminine forms that now become male form, and I'm slightly taller, about 5'10". And I look to Moof and I say, "Did you miss me?" Sorry, it's always a surprise to see me, isn't it?
I think he's a she.
Oh.
And I think she's a changeling.
I hug
yes.
him.
I hug back. It's very nice to see you. How's your toad friend, Gregory?
He's good. He's fine.
It's
I
good.
don't know how.
He wasn't hurt during the damage, was he? He wasn't hurt at all
No.
during the...
No.
Okay, that's good.
Fine.
As we're speaking, I'm changing out of this pirate-esque outfit, and I'm putting on my regular clothes. And my regular
You're
clothes
changing your
consist...
clothes in front of this girl.
I don't care.
I play around. I
Hey, what you
cover
doing
my
in
eyes.
here?
I don't.
You see Chad at the stairs like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, you
Don't
know
mind
Bob
me.
News, sir.
And he just kind of doesn't move, but like hides and is still watching.
Oh my god.
I continue.
Disgusting.
I continue changing anyway, knowing that he's there. As I change, I put on like kind of flowy-ish pants, kind of like Aladdin's pants, if that makes sense. But the insides are open, so you can see my legs. But on the inside, my legs are covered with a tight-fitted pants. I put on a leather strapped armored shirt that is a crop top, so you can see my stomach still. To cover most of the outfit, I wear a long like silk.
Don't you have a picture?
I do have a picture, but it's in my changeling form, so it's a little messy. One moment, please. Now I gotta do a thing.
Should have been prepared.
Jesus Christ. We're gonna pretend like this is just me changing. That's what we'll do. That's just what's happening.
Do you want any help? I mean, not that I'm much of a
Shut
handsy
up.
man.
Shut up. Go away.
Shut up. Yeah, oh, okay. I mean, yeah. No, that's cool. I'm fine. He points back upstairs towards it. I'm gonna go. I'll just go. That's fine, right? I'll just go. And he like
Yeah, go.
slowly like steps up the stairs like.
I'm gonna
Are they
smack
stop?
him with a book.
What'd you say? Sorry.
I'm going to throw the book at him.
For the book.
All right. Make You're throwing the book at him.
Yeah.
Roll a 1d20 plus your proficiency bonus.
It's a bad picture, but it was taken quickly.
That's good.
Oh. It's a 7.
Yeah, see, you throw the book and it really doesn't get that far. It doesn't even get to the stairs, but he's so afraid it's going to hit him because he's seen you in action with this book, and he just bolts up the stairs. And in the distance you can hear, I'm sorry!
As I finish changing, I've put everything on. I turn around and see this happen. I'm like, So I walk up to Mufu and I'm like, all right. I walk up to Mufu. You can still prefer me as Chancellor if you want, but you still know my real name.
Yeah. I remember.
Down in this town, this persona that I take is known as Mysterioso. So, in public areas, I prefer you refer to me as that. From this point forward, that's what I will be. So, shh.
Okay.
I walk up to the top of the deck, and I go and check in on Proto.
Okay, real quick, I just wanted to ask. So,
Okay.
Most of the pirates and the people in town know you as Chancellor in that form. Does anyone else recognize you or have any sort of history with you as Mysterioso? It's like your
most
incognito form.
Yeah.
Okay.
In a sense, yeah, but like Mysterio, I just take the name Mysterio. I take up the name Mysterioso. Everyone like there's like rumors of what Mysterioso is, but I just take the name. I take the name as if I'm part of the group in a sense.
Okay. So no one really knows who Mysterioso is or what they look like.
But most people at like taverns or entertaining areas know that they would refer to me as Mysterioso, and that like I'm part of this group, and that's how they refer to me as.
When you go pillaging in the nights, you're Mysterioso, but when you're having fun during the day, you're Chancellor. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Party in the front and more party in the back.
Lots of party everywhere. That's how we do it.
All right, you're going to check on Proto, who has taken Reardon up to one of the. Reardon has a giant hole. He's sort of not really still fully together. There's a lot of blood. This really isn't a very nice scene to describe, but this body is bloodied, and actually the hammock that it's laying across is just soaked in blood, and there's a little bit of pool.
Proto does have a little
they tried to
spider.
wrap him up. They bandaged him just to stop the bleeding. Proto really wouldn't let them mess with him too much, but they just tried to stop the bleeding.
He does have his little spiderling robot thing kind of running around, attempting to clean up as much as possible. Still, basically prestidigitation.
Roll a d6.
D6?
Yeah.
One.
Yeah, okay, so you gave like a rag to the spider and it really doesn't know what to do with it. It's kind of it's bigger than it is, so it's having a hard time pushing it around and mopping up this blood, but it's trying.
I don't know, sorry, I just wanted to mention, I don't know if y'all are familiar with artificers.
Yeah.
But they they cast spells, but they basically do it through, like, you describe it as though through mechanical means, weird gizmos, things like that.
Right. I see.
So that's why I'm saying spiderling. It's not like I have a spiderling. It's prestidigitation being cast on it, but describing it through a little cleany bot thing.
That's really cool.
Yeah, rather than having like magic floating through the air and like the ether doing stuff, or like how warlocks and clerics summon power from a god, artificers actually like enchant and infuse items with magical power just by tinkering with them and whatnot.
Yep. That's why he does like the arm cannon instead of just casting chaos bolt or like, you know, stuff like that.
Right.
Okay. I walk in to see the situation, how it is, and I look to Proto. Are you all right?
I'm attempting to process. Are you familiar with burial customs of elves? I understand that most living things will dispose of their dead in some way, but I'm not sure how to do it with this particular race.
I do not know that one. I don't know the burial customs for elves.
Do you believe Raxley might? He seemed to be well versed in death.
No, I do not.
Might have to seek him.
Well, I'm just coming to check in and see if you're okay. I'm sure this
define
was...
okay.
I suppose that you're not trembling at the seams.
No.
Physically,
I am unharmed.
Can I perception check
to do.
and see if they have like how they look like at like social status wise, like if they're like nobles or whatnot? Or would that be an insight check?
I mean,
For Proto and
Yeah, Proto and Ret. Rydron.
I mean, I would say that it's an investigation check to like determine if you can read any sort of symbols on their clothing and whatnot. But I mean, he's already pretty much described what he looks like. He does have a symbol of a guild type insignia on his clothes, and Proto's and Reardon's clothes relatively match to signify that they are similar.
Ah.
I actually have that symbol
I mean,
picture.
you can
in the
run a
chat if you
history
wanna
check
see
to
it,
see
but-
if you recognize what the guild is, but you
I'll
can
do a history check.
relatively tell that they are of social status, or at least
All right.
higher class than definitely most of what is here at Rogueport. By far.
Okay, I'll do a history check to see if I can recognize the symbol then.
Yeah. Good luck.
16.
Reardon. What kind of symbol is that?
It is from the Izzet League.
Is
They
that-
are They're charged with attending to Revnician? Is that how you spell it? Or pronounce it? Ravnica. They basically control all the civic works there. But they're also... They do a lot of experimentation. They're tinkers, inventors, things like that.
I see that you're part of a very well tinkered guild. Is he of any importance to this guild?
I'm not sure how important he was. He never took me in to the guild. I know he was a member, but I was never properly introduced.
I hope they remember him well then.
I'm not even sure they know he's here, to be honest.
That's a shame.
Indeed.
I'll be taking off then. If you need anything from the captain, just let any of us know. We'll get a hand.
I will do that, thank you.
No problem.
Proto's gonna start wandering off as well, and looking for Raxby.
So you're all still wandering on the ship? You're on the ship, correct?
Yes.
Uh,
Well, because the
believe
captain didn't tell us to leave yet, so
yeah, the
I'm not
captain
leaving.
basically told everyone to stay on board, and if you're gonna attempt to leave, the crew will stop you.
Okay.
Yeah, so Proto's gonna go looking off for Raxby. Wherever he
is
may be.
Raxley at this point?
Probably back in the hold, studying his book where it's nice and quiet.
So
After
you're
you
probably in a
sight.
different section of the hold from where Mufu and Mysterioso were.
Yeah,
Okay.
somewhere nice and quiet.
You actually probably went down there to be quiet and have alone time, and they came in and started making noise, and then they went back out. You're just like, finally peace and quiet again.
My peace.
It's like I have
He
my
was-
spot in the hold that I like.
Nope.
That is until you see the
As
300
you
pound
guys come out of
robot start
the
walking towards you.
Just.
Oh, what is it now?
Pardon me. I believe that you were the one who assisted.
Chad
with
pops his
Riardo?
head into the hold. Roxy, someone's looking for you.
Wait, is this Chad again?
Yes.
God.
He
Oh,
doesn't
are you-
he doesn't know
Really?
that he doesn't know where you are, but he pretty much knows you well enough to know that you're probably down here. Roxy, hello.
I swear, Chad, I've got a firebolt with your name on it.
Oh, no.
Okay, that's cool. Like I totally get it, but like the big metal guy, he really wants to talk to you, and I'm not good with that stuff.
Okay, send him down.
Okay. You don't hear him move. He's just like, I'll go get him. I'll just, yeah, I'll do that. No, it's cool. All right, I'm gonna go. Okay. Bye. You're really cool out there, by the way. Can I have your autograph?
God.
Okay, that's cool if you don't. I'll come back later. And then he
I scribble on a piece of paper with my signature with the symbol instead of the symbol of elegant instead of the X and throw it out from my hiding spot.
Do you want to send your little dragon over to him?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you send the dragon over and he gives you like, oh my gosh, this is so cool.
I come down.
I'm kind of turning into Shaggy. I'm sorry.
I grab Chad by his shoulders and pull him out, and I'm like, Chad, I have the person to talk to with you.
Who are you?
I'm new here, and I need some assistance. And I'm like angrily grabbing him because he was fucking trying to steal my shit.
All right, you're kind of being aggressive. Like that's cool and all. I'm just all right.
I drag him.
He like stuffs the signature.
situation.
By the way, have you seen Chancer? She's like really cool. I want her autograph.
Oh, I'm sure she'll be somewhere around here.
Okay, what's your name? My name's Chad.
I don't say anything and I just pull him out.
All right, where are you forcing him?
I'm gonna
Actually,
force
make
him
a
to drop
strength check.
strength check.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna fucking fail this so anomaly, and he's gonna be still here. Just I'm trying to give these guys some privacy. Oh, see here. Whew. Oh, 19.
Yeah, you grip this boy and you pretty much just. He's got his heels and they're just sliding across the floor. He's like, no, this is cool. All right, where are we going?
I take him to Hop Deck to talk with Mufu.
Oh no.
Oh no.
We'll have that conversation in a little bit. Let's let Raxi and Proto have their conversation first.
I was like, wait, hold on a second. I was supposed to tell the metal guy that Roxy's downstairs.
He found him though, didn't he?
Did Proto make his way downstairs?
I thought Proto already was down there whenever Chad came in.
No, Chad went down there looking for Roxy because nobody knew where Roxy was.
Oh, I didn't know that was the case. Oh, well, now I have
Sorry,
Chad.
Roxy. He calls him Roxy.
Frodo kind of has his head follow as he watches him drag the other poor guy away.
Oh, by the way, Proto and
Mumbling
Roxy's
to
downstairs. You
themselves.
can go find him. He's over by the blocks. He's just
Okay,
like
thank
getting
you.
dragged away.
Frodo will go downstairs and go up to Rexy. Hello.
My good mental friend, how can I assist you?
I don't know why
Your name is
Proto said
Roxy, is
hello.
that correct?
It's Rexy, but Chad
strange.
seems to think it's a different name.
I'll make a note. Are you familiar with death and disposing of corpses? I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with those. My master never trained me in that.
I am very familiar with death, but GM, being that I am, death, religion of passage of death. I'm familiar with the elven rituals of burial.
I think that would be up for you to decide. If you have been around death enough and you've been escorting souls for a while, you've probably been at least around a few people that maybe that you've seen the ceremonies, maybe you've assisted if they needed it, or you've probably learned it enough at this point that you've had to perform it on a few people that didn't have anyone to perform it, so you had to do it for them. But
Great.
that would just be my, I mean, it's up to you what your story is. really.
Yeah, I would know, basic ceremonies, but
Yeah,
if I've
but
done
real
ceremonies
basic
for others,
Actually, do you want to roll a history check?
sure.
Sure.
history
Let's
check.
leave it up to chance.
17.
What was that?
17.
Yeah, you've definitely done some ceremonies for people before, so you know quite a few ceremonies you could do.
So yes, I do know quite a bit of death and quite a lot of the burial rituals.
Would you mind helping me dispose of my master? I'm not sure how.
Well, once we get off this body, I need to go to the graveyard anyway, so I will assist with that.
Thank you, that is greatly appreciated. And Proto will just kind of nod to him and then walk back towards the cabin.
Anyway, back to what we're doing.
Oh,
So I'm dragging
yeah.
Chad to basically. I'm dragging Chad basically to the top deck where Mufu is probably. Mufu is probably just hanging out there. I drag him all the way to Mufu.
No.
Hello. We've met before, right? Your name's Muffin?
No. No clue.
Muffin's close enough for me.
Alright. Alright.
So,
That's fine.
Mufu,
Mm.
I, as a passing traveler, saw the engagement above deck. I did not participate, but I did see, that you took this man,
You
and
should make a deception check.
I did see that you took this man and threw him at another crewmate by sense. Deception
Uh-huh.
check. Deception's plus
With advantage,
16.
since you have changing
With-
disguise. You're not
with
convincing
advantage.
Mufu because she knows, but you're
Yeah.
You're
Okay,
convincing
the goal is
Brad.
to convince him. Nat 20.
I have absolutely no idea who you are. We've never met.
Yes, but Mufu, I did see you throw this
How do
gentleman.
you know Muffin?
Oh, we're past friends. We knew
That's
each other back
cool.
when we were children. Thank you. After all. So, I do believe you should owe this man an apology.
I said sorry.
No,
Still.
I appreciate. I got a cuddle with Chanster. And you realize that now he's calling her Chester.
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 By the way,
If
have
I
you
do-
seen her? I thought she was on the boat with us, but since the time that we've docked, no one's been allowed to
She
leave
ran
or
away
come,
from
and
you.
now she's gone.
I believe she's actually over there, I think. As I say that, I go to try to steal something from him.
Wait, so you're like pointing away?
I'm pointing in the opposite direction.
All right,
I'm
make a
putting it in the
deception
opposite direction
check.
of Mufu. And
Oh my god.
another deception?
Yeah, because you're doing another deception.
25!
Oh
He's
my
like,
god.
wait, over where? And he like walks over to the railing.
Alright. I,
Alright.
Push him. Push him.
What
I
do
think
you-
I need to take a I need to take a perception check to see what he has, and then like a sleight of hand to try to steal it, yeah.
I mean,
Oh.
you've been in physical contact with him enough to know he is just skin and bones at this point. He's got clothes on that are nice, but he does not have anything on it.
Take
Well,
his clothes.
I actually make
can
a
tell
yeah,
them.
make a perception check.
Ah, damn it. 10.
Yeah, do it with advantage since you have been in contact with him multiple occasions.
That was a 7. God damn it.
All right.
Yeah.
I will say that you do see a small pouch hanging from his belt while his back is towards you.
I'll take it.
A sleight of hand.
Can I like stop him or something?
Yeah, if you want to distract him further by being like, yeah, look over here, and like go up beside
No,
him.
I want to have Steriosa from stealing.
Yeah, so you get
You help-
advantage on the stealth roll if she's helping you.
Okay. Okay, that's good. That's bad. Okay, so with my sleight of hand, that's 17.
Yeah, so you take this small little pouch from his hip, and instantly you know that, I mean, it just feels kind of
Probably
weird.
food.
You're just,
It's food.
you don't know what's in it, and you're pretty sure you don't want to know what's in it.
Oh no, I do want to know.
I wanna know. I wanna know.
Alright,
I
so you,
pocket
you
it for later.
pocket it for later. Alright, add mysterious pouch to your inventory.
Oh god. I do not want to know what that is.
I'm so ready to.
I wanna know so much.
I know. Okay. Okay.
Oh.
Wait, so
Oh
what
my
are
God.
we looking at? I don't see anything.
I think I missed Saul. I apologize.
Oh, that's too bad. Maybe she left. She did
Maybe
come
she
from the
did.
other ship, so maybe she's on the other ship. I don't know.
There's a chance. Ask around, see if you can find anyone that knows.
She
Okay.
ran away.
Do you know where Chester is?
Well, let me think about that.
He turns to Mufu. Do you know where Chester is?
She ran away from you. You're lying.
Okay. And he just turns and he starts asking every other
Why?
person in a row.
Oh my god. I love
He
Todd.
actually
Can
asked
we take
multiple
him?
people twice because they're moving about and they keep walking back and forth in front of him.
out which one's who.
He does not know.
Did I
who's-
ask him before? Anyways,
He's
you
just
know where
walking
he
in a
is.
direction, asking everyone who walks in front of his path.
Well,
Oh my
now
god.
that, now that that's a situation, let's take a look at
Get
inside
rid
this
of
house.
He's
him.
become the most basic NPC ever.
He's an interesting fellow, isn't he? I'm kind of glad that you did, and also that you didn't. No, I'm not glad that you threw him at me. Clever move, by the way. I'm not
You're
gonna lie.
welcome.
Anyway,
Thank
let's see what's
you.
in this pouch. Can I open the pouch?
Make a dexterity save.
What is it?
Make a dexterity save.
A dexterity save.
Oh no.
Okay.
Also, Mufu, are you in perimeter of this pouch?
Yeah.
Alright, I need you to
Yeah,
make a
that's good.
dexterity save too.
Oh,
Okay.
I made 17.
Alright.
I have 6.
Alright,
Do
so
I die?
as you since you're the one that's opening this, you start to undo the little rope at the top, and as it opens, you like jerk back and you almost like push the pouch away from you. Unfortunately, that pushes it into Mufu's face. Mufu, I'm gonna need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
Oh jeez.
Okay.
Oh,
What
God.
have you opened?
I don't even know.
Wow, it's a 4.
It's a what?
A 4.
Okay, what you smell from inside this you don't even see it. You just instantly recoil as you smell it. It smells rancid. And you
Oh.
instantly go over to the side of the ship, and I need you to take 1d3 physical damage as you lose your breakfast.
Oh, no.
You could choose to roll or I can roll.
Can you roll it?
Okay.
What damage has she taken?
I thought she was rolling.
Oh,
No.
okay.
Would you roll?
No, you can roll.
Oh, I can roll? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You rolled 1. Okay.
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 So being an alchemist and being around other various chemicals and compounds and dangerous odors, you kind of know how to hold yourself together, and you don't spill too much of your lunch, but there is definitely a stain on the side of the boat now.
Oh my god.
What in God's name is this?
Alright, if you want to, like, hold your nose, you can try and take a peek, or you can open it more. What are you doing?
I think I'll hold my nose and try to take a peek of what's inside.
So you're just gonna peer into it?
A little. Just
Are you gonna
here,
open it anymore to get a better look, or?
I'll open it a bit more to get a better look. Yeah.
Alright, it's a dead rat.
Oh!
Oh my god. Why don't he have that? Is it like his
You
friend or
are
something?
the only one with a companion on this journey.
Oh my god.
Okay. I close the bag and I toss it into the ocean.
No.
Chad starts running back. Tripsy! Tripsy! Have you seen Tripsy?
Gypsy.
He starts
I like
shaking
holding
you.
my-
Have you seen him?
I hold my nose. I hold my nose like after like experiencing that. I look over to the bag, to the ocean where I threw the bag, and I'm like, "Who's Gypsy?"
Tripsy's my favorite. He's my pet rat. I miss it. He helped me through this journey. He's the only one I had to talk to.
I had
no.
no idea that you had a pet rat, so I have no idea where it is.
Oh, that's okay. Roll a deception check, actually.
God damn.
At disadvantage, because you're quite BS'd at the sight of this thing.
Okay. 7.
Should be easy.
What
For you.
deception? It's 13.
Yeah, you're like, I have absolutely no idea what you're talking.
I-
That was a
Yeah,
rat.
I
You're
take
like
my hands off my
surprised
nose.
at yourself.
Yeah.
He's like, oh no, I've lost Tripsy. He like almost starts breaking down, crying.
Oh no. Can I hug
Okay.
him?
You what?
I'm gonna hug him. I'm sorry.
This-
It's fine. Alright.
Make a
Can we?
yeah, make a charisma
Huh?
check.
Okay.
You gotta roll high to make it feel better.
Oh. It's a 4.
It's a 4.
Yeah.
He breaks down more.
No.
He's actually
I'm
like
gonna
he's
cry
starting to
with
cry so much that it's almost making you sad.
I'm
Okay.
gonna cry with him.
Okay, so this is what I'll do. I'll go down to him and I'll go, hey, listen. Animals, they come and go as it be.
Don't say
I'm
that.
sure that you will find another rat that will just make you as happy as she. You'll be alright. I'm sure of it.
He looks up at you and he's like, really? Make a performance check.
Really. Hell yeah.
Or persuasion, whichever you want to do.
Or persuasion. Oof. Well, they're both the same stat, so it really doesn't matter. 12.
Yeah, he starts to sniff. Okay. Alright.
You go out there and find yourself a new rat. I'm sure she'd love you to move on.
Okay. She was a he, though. I think. I don't really know. I mean, it's just a rat, so it's kind of hard to tell.
Understandable. I wasn't sure either. I say.
Wait, what?
Oh, nothing.
Alright, I think this scene is done.
Everyone is
I
dying.
As he walked away, I looked to move and I go, the rat was dead. I pat her
Oh
on the
my
back.
I'm still crying.
I mean, you could have shown him your frog. That would have cheered him up.
That's
No,
true.
don't
That would
eat it.
definitely
He would eat it!
I don't trust him with my frog.
That's fair. That's a fair move. I wouldn't either. Just by his pet rat.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah,
You didn't eat
pet
the
died.
rat.
I
The
wouldn't
rat
give
was
him
in
my
his
pet.
sack and it suffocated and died.
I
It's
don't
been
like
dead for a
chat
goddamn
anymore.
long time, too.
He
I
doesn't
don't
know
like
any
him.
better.
Move, we throw up over here. I'm mad about that a little bit. Alright, end the scene.
Now you know
What-
not to steal from poor people.
Anyway.
Anyways,
Anyways.
what's Proto and Raxley doing?
Well, I'm waiting to get off the boat at this
Oh.
point.
You're not examining the body or anything?
I can examine the body, yeah,
All right.
but
Do you want to do like an investigation check? Do you want to make a medicine check? What are you looking at? Are you just kind of looking at it, or do you want to do anything?
I'll do a medicine. I'm gonna start prepping it for, burial.
All right. So you want to like disrobe him and like get him like wrapped up, or what you doing?
Get him wrapped up, and strobe him, get all that, get everything ready to be,
All right.
buried.
I'm gonna ask you to make a medicine or investigation check.
That will be a 19.
All right. You notice that the gaping hole in his chest is not the only wound that he has. There's actually a very small slit at his neck that it's only about it's between an inch and 2 inches wide. It's not very deep at all. It's only like skin deep, but it's very clean.
Interesting.
And actually, with that medicine check, I'll allow you to you've seen a lot of deaths, so I'm gonna say that you know that this was like a very precise and very trying to be a very stealthy attack, and you've actually noticed this to be very discreet ways of killing people is by poisoning a very small blade and getting it into someone's bloodstream.
Interesting.
What are you doing with his clothes and belongings and whatnot?
I'd be wrapping them up and probably setting them aside for Proto.
Okay.
Relaying any of the information about the weird extra wound to Proto or anything?
Yeah. So I do motion over to where I'm assuming Proto's still in the same room, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure
yeah.
that you two are just together. I mean, Proto is
leave it
always going to be
after.
reared inside, I figured.
Proto will always be reared. That's just protection. Because Proto's a good boy like that.
He is a good boy.
And so I do mention the odd cut along the neck that has some. You said there was I saw poison?
You would know that this type of injury is very similar to other kinds of injuries that you've witnessed before where people died of poison. And actually thinking back, you would realize that the hole in his chest due to the wood would not be enough to keep him from talking, and the way that his eyes glazed over being a different color is making you feel that the wound from the boat injury was not the real killer, but made to look so.
Okay, so I do relay that to Proto. About,
You believe he was murdered?
Yes.
That makes no sense. He was blown apart and thrown into the wood.
Yes,
Music
but
got
for
really
some
intense for that.
Do you understand or know why someone might want to try both methods? Or still poison someone after that? It makes no sense to me. I'm not even sure why someone would want to kill him.
I would not know, unfortunately.
This is not good information.
Would you have known of any enemies that possibly he would have had that possibly could have been on the been trying to attack us or anything like that?
No, I don't believe so. He's never discussed that with me. This is one of the first times I've actually ventured out of the laboratory. I wouldn't be aware of anything like that.
As you two are discussing, and you're getting into the fine details of it, you actually hear a commotion from outside, and Ashton and Neko, you both of your characters would see this, that there is the captain is coming back, and almost in tow of him is several other armored men, and you would recognize specifically one of the head honchos that is very cross. He is sort of not really the town sheriff, but he's basically one of the most he actually owns a big business, and he's kind of the person that controls like the wealth and the taxes over here, at least in the port area. He basically controls the trade between the seas and the land, so he's kind of the go-between with some of the bigger goings on here, and there's no necessarily physical law, but he does have a lot of people that work for him. And so a lot of people basically look up to him as the big boss, and he's got several of his mercenary guards in tow with him.
Interesting.
And pretty much all 5 of them stomp onto the ship, and he's pretty much told his story. You can tell because of his grim face, the captain.
Am I the only one that knows how what position he's in a
Yes.
sense? Okay, then I lean over to Mufa and I go, "That man, in these realms we don't really have any high sources of power, but if there was a man that had that power here, it would be him. So be
Right.
careful with him."
So he's not really the king per se, but because he has the trade business, where he's owned enough of the shops, like he's built a little bit of an empire.
He had
most
a
of
little
the ships come in and talk to him.
system, and that's where he gets his power in a sense. But there's not actually any official power that he has. That's just
Right.
what he has.
Right. It's more he's more of a big businessman that owns a lot of this area, so to speak. So he's got a lot of sway here, more than he's got any actual physical I can command anything.
Hoorah!
He's like, all right, show me. And the captain leads him over into the quarters. Like, well, we've got he's got a warforged with him that actually helped defend him for a long time, but he took one step away from him. And anyways, he's in here. And the captain leads him into the room where Raxley and Proto are. There they are. He's hasn't left his side. He's a good. And the man just brushes past him like, all right, that's enough. Just let me through. And yeah, he gives you, Raxley, a very particular look. And actually make a perception check.
Let's see. It should be a 14.
Yeah. With that look, you can tell that he's looking at you a little bit more than just you look weird. He's sort of looking at you like he almost he kind of knows what you're up to. Like the way that you're working on the body, and he realizes that what you're doing, and the way that you're dressed with your attire, he realizes that you're not just any warrior with a scythe. He realizes that you're up to some sort of religion-based shenanigans in here. He's like, all right, that's enough. Step away from the body. We've got a murder investigation going on here.
Step back and let him take it from
Alright.
there then.
He takes stock of the situation that you've disrobed him and basically has started wrapping him up. And he glances over the body a little bit and he's like, yeah, this...
Eyeing him very, like, just keeping his eyes on him this entire time.
This is not good. Just... Strogan, what kind of accident? And Strogan's like, please, like, what? It wasn't me. It was Barty. It was his cannon that went off, and I don't care about Barty.
You've
been on.
As I become curious about what's happening below deck, I decide to head down there, but sneakily,
I mean, they're
and just
not
kind of
below
like
deck. They're over in the cabins.
Oh, they're over in the
aft of
cabin.
The ship
All
near
right.
the
Oh, well, either way, I become curious and want to take a look see. So I come over and kind of listen in.
Yeah, the door is wide open. There's a whole bunch of bodies blocking your view, but you can definitely hear what's going on.
All right.
Basically, it's just a lot of back and forth where the captain of your ship is trying to confess that this wasn't his fault, but the taskmaster isn't having any of it. What's his name, by the way?
The Taskmaster?
Yeah.
I get to decide the name?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't...
Seems like a Bob to me.
Seems like a Bob, you know?
All right. So,
he's a
Strogan's like,
businessman.
Bob, please.
Because-
Yeah,
Bob,
we
please.
go
Yep,
on.
he's
Hey,
Bob.
Don't bob me. I'm Taskmaster Bobbery to you, sir. And this, he thrusts a finger at this, is more serious than you can ever imagine. Do you know what's gonna happen now? This, he pinches his nose. This is gonna be more than just a bunch of paperwork. This guy looks like he was a big business head honcho, and he gestures over to the garments and then towards Proto. Do you see this stuff? This guy was huge, and you had no idea. You should have been more careful. This is bad. I don't think you're gonna be able to keep your ship after this one. And Strogan just looks absolutely dead, but he says nothing.
As I hear this, I decide to change into Chancer again in the midst of the crowd while my hood is on, so it's hard to see me change because I'm covered up.
Make a deception check.
Deception. That's like, I think that's 22.
Okay, so you changed into Chancer, and as you're about to burst through, you feel a hand on your arm, and he's like, "Oh my gosh, it's you!"
Hold, Chad, give me a second. I take off
Wait,
the cloak.
no, hold on, please. I'm begging you. He gets down on his knees. He's like, I just want, real quick, I promise. Can I just get an autograph, please?
Can you give me about 5 minutes, please?
It takes you that long to sign? Alright, cool.
Yeah, no problem. I take off my cloak to reveal the leather armor beneath the cloak, so that way it looks, and my outfit almost looks the same as it was before. I push through the people,
Hate to see
and I
her
call
leave,
out.
but love to watch her go.
I actually leave the cloak to
You throw it
Chad.
on his
I give it to
face.
Chad, and I tell him, I tell him, walk that place for me. So I push the crowd of people. I call out Bob's name, Bob, and I move through the crowd of people, and I make my way over there.
The tall figure turns towards you, and at this point, the rest of you can all see he's a very tall. You would almost think that he's a dwarf by the way that he's shaped and built, but he is at least 6 foot. Like he's
large
almost
dwarf.
a mountain of a man. He's
When I
very
take-
stocky.
When I take Chancer's form, I'm about like 5'7".
Yeah,
so-
so you're pretty much
Yeah, that-
on the level with
pretty
this
much.
dude.
So I walk up and I tell him, he had nothing to do with the situation. I was there on the boat when we attacked. I was on the other hand of the ship. We decided to attack because of friendly engagement, as we normally do. Tradition, you know?
He's
But then all of a
gritting
sudden I
his
can't-
teeth and stroking his beard. He's almost like gripping it. He's like, I know you. So, you were on the boat that attacked, and he slaps
Yes.
his hand against your chest. What happened?
We decided to do a common attack, as we normally do. It seemed that we were unprepared though, because most of the shipmates were very well armed and very well strengthened. We weren't expecting such a powerful force.
He just shakes his
I-
head and sighs. So it's nobody's
I-
fault then. Cool. Alright, I guess we can all go home then.
Don't give me that. Come on. Below deck, we don't know what happened, but our ship is probably from our side fires a cannon into the side of the ship. All crewmates were above deck, and we don't know what happened. Oh, some intense music.
Yeah, at that moment, the trumpet blares, and he like looks up from you. He's like, "Hold on, just a second," and he steps past everyone, and he leans over the side of the ship. Maybe we need to turn this music off.
Yeah,
This is way too epic.
See, he's just going over there.
Indiana Jones instead of Sherlock Holmes at the moment.
And
Okay.
you
Forgot
see
that
there are
I had
several
that.
other guards down along one of the docks, and they call up to him and he's like, "No, sir, no sign of anything on the other ship." And he just throws his hands up in the air. It's like, "Good, great, fantastic!" And he just storms back over to you. All right, what were you saying?
We don't know, but there was a cannon fire. That's what caused this boy to fall to the second layer of the deck. That's all I know for the most.
He's
not
just
disconnected
rubbing
from
his
it.
entire face with both hands. He's just like, you just...
I'm trying to put it that it's not this captain's fault that this man has died.
He just stands there for a long time, thinking to himself. And he takes a deep breath and says, "You're all confined to the ship for the time being. We gotta figure this out, but just all of you just stay here."
Frodo kind of speaks up a little bit and says, "I can confirm that the cannon shot is what harmed him, but there was also evidence that he might have been poisoned, and the captain's presence was not near my creator at the time, so I do not believe he was
looks
involved."
up when you say that. He's like, "Wait, what? What are you talking about?" And he steps over to you a little bit.
I curiously look over as well.
I had I believe, priest Raxthi go over my master's body, and he found evidence in the neck of a potential weapon mark, one that would be poison or apply poison.
Make a
Like,
persuasion
right.
check.
Hmm?
Make a persuasion.
Okay.
Persuasion check.
14.
He doesn't really believe you, but you kind of get the sense that that's personal bias towards
Hmm.
your kind.
Fair enough.
He's like, okay, and he like pushes past you towards like the rest of the group. He's like, who's Raxley?
That would be me, sir.
He turns towards you, and you see that weird face again, and you almost get the feeling that he trusts you even less. And he's like, okay, so what happened?
So, from what I can see from my examination of the body, there has been a mark here on the neck, from what I could tell, that was possibly caused by a weapon that was poisoned. The impalement through the chest was not what killed him.
He follows you into the room as you're describing this, and you're pointing this stuff out. He's like, okay, so what? Someone poisoned him while he was dying on a log?
Now, DM, with that medical check, did I tell that it was the poison, the slice on the neck was before or after the log?
You definitely could tell that the poison was taken effect long before he was injured by the log.
So I tell him, yes, before he was impaled, it appears that he was poisoned from some form of weapon before he was impaled on the log.
He kind of looks over the body, looks at the wound, like, that could be anything. That could just be a splinter. And he glares at you again and says, alright, we've got a murderer on our hands. Alright, cool. So, you are definitely all staying here. Actually,
Phenomenal.
he turns to the captain. Strogan, lock him in the brig. And he marches off the boat.
Lock everybody in the brig?
Yeah. And
Big
Strogan like turns and runs after him, like, wait, please, no. And he's like dropped the accent at this point. You don't understand. Like, these people have done nothing wrong. And he like stops as he almost runs into Bobbery as he turns. He's like, I said lock them in the brig. One of them is a murderer. And he glares at all of you, and even the rest of the crew. He says, if I see anyone leave this dock, that ship is going down right where it floats. And then he walks off the gangplank. And the guards actually stay there. So there are guards on either side of the ship guarding the gangplank. Strogan turns to everyone and he's like, I'm sorry everyone, but my hands are tied. Men,
It's fine.
he like gets the accent back again. Throw them in the brig. And you see several men that are very hesitant towards doing anything to upset you, kind of like usher you down towards the hold.
As he says this, I walk up to
they don't stop you.
I walk up to Strogan and I go, Strogan, these people did nothing wrong. We can't just put them into the brig.
He nods his head and sighs and says, no, but
listen,
it's my head on the line here. And he glares at you and says, I won't make you, but just for the love of Pete's sake, just go. And he waves you away dismissively as he walks towards the captain's cabin. He sort of trudges slowly. So all of you are being ushered down stairs.
Before this happens, I walk over to the guards and I ask them the question: will they at least be able to leave the jail cells and be able to walk around and get food?
Well, the guards are down on the docks guarding the gangplank.
Not the people coming to escort us to the brig in a sense.
Oh, that's just the ship's crew.
Those just ship crew. All right, then I asked the ship crew that question then.
One of them says, "I mean, we'll bring them food. I mean, they gotta stay in the hold. What can you do?"
Could you slide me the keys at least?
He gives you a look. Make a persuasion check.
9.
He shakes his head. Come on, man. We all know this is tough, but I mean, come on.
I understand. We'll get going.
So you leave the ship?
Can I leave the ship?
Yeah, you're free to go.
I'm free to go, but everyone else has to stay on board?
Yep. Because they're under suspicion of murder.
All right, then I'll leave the ship.
Okay, so the rest of you are being ushered downstairs into the hold and into a cell that is... It's actually, I think the brig is on the lowest level. So it's even below the hold. I think the brig is pretty much
wait,
just...
hold on. I need to clarify this before I leave the ship. I go to Chad, I take a piece of paper, and I write the autograph, and I take my cloak back. Forgot about that.
She's
can
so cool! Chad offers no resistance. He's like, wait, hold on, what's happening? I missed it. And he gets like picked up by Toopy. I was like, alright, cool.
Okay, this is what's happening.
This is thing now. This is so not cash money.
So he goes to the brig.
Yeah. So actually, I think
picking
what
up his
it
master's
is
body to cake with him.
the hold is directly below the deck, and then below the hold is where all the cannons are, and then at one end, which I think is the stern, is where the brig is, which is basically just a big empty room that's like completely barred off. It's got like a door. I mean, there's like several holding cells, but yeah. I think they each put you in an individual one. I think there's like 6. So I'd say Proto on one side, Mufu on the other, and then Raxi is beside Proto.
Was attempting to bring his creator's body with him as they tried to make him go down there.
They do not let you touch that. Like, I'm sorry, man. It's under investigation. I wish I could, if you could just go wait downstairs. I'm sure we'll get this all figured out soon enough.
I'm sworn to protect him. Will you take my place?
Make a persuasion check.
Where's my button? 3. Natural 1. Oh, no, not natural 1. 2 plus 3.
He puts his
two,
hand
it's
on
3.
your shoulder and looks in your eyes, and lying through his teeth, he says, I'll watch over him and make sure nothing happens to him.
I will hold you to that. And
You can kind of tell that he's lying,
kind of goes
but I mean, at the same time, you do know that the job of the crew is to make sure that nothing tampers with the murder victim anymore. So
okay.
Probably Raxi is the one that did the most tampering with the body, but I mean,
Sorry, I'm doing my job.
yeah.
I asked him to do it. It was requested.
My god is one of Passage of Dead. Why wouldn't I be assisting?
Yeah.
Of course.
Liberals. So, none of you offer resistance as you're put into the hold?
No.
Okay.
Hesitates, is grumpy about it, but no.
You You all are ushered into your cell. Oh, actually, Chad is put into the left side, but in like the farthest cell away from everyone else. Like,
Okay,
don't
good.
worry, we got you covered.
Thank you.
Thank God.
So yeah, you're all ushered into your cells, and you're locked, and you can tell that it's a pretty sturdy system. I mean, you could either break through the wooden side of the ship and drown, or you could try to get your way through the bars. I mean, they're all solid cast iron. It would be very difficult to try and uh, mess with the lock just because of how old they are. Like, most of modern thieves would have difficulty with this lock just because of how basic and unable to be used. It really requires just like a physical key to stick in and turn a latch. So
Okay, so everyone's in the brig right now.
yes, and you would
Okay.
know this being a wayfarer pirateman, that where the hold
Okay,
is in the back of the boat. So you know where
I'm
they are
going.
exactly on the ship.
Okay, okay. What time of day is it? First of all,
It is still fairly near morning. Like
still
the
fairly near
sun
morning.
is pretty much just getting over the mountaintop.
Hmm. How many guards are standing at the ship?
There are two gangplanks on either side of the ship. Basically the docks come out in sort of a U around the boat. I mean it's a rectangle because they're straight, but it's a U shape. Um, and so there's two gangplanks on either side of the ship. There are two guards at either gangplank. And then there's also a guard every single point where there is a intersection of other uh, uh, catwalks, dock basically, going from the boat towards the mainland. There are no other boats parked besides this one. There's like two large vessel spaces in between this and any other boats. And you actually do see
Okay.
your boat down at one of the other ends of the docks. So I would say about in total, there's at least like 10 guards just like posted.
So like there,
None of them
uh,
are on the
so
boat. They're not allowed to
none
be on the boat.
none of them none of them are on the boat, but there's like two guards at both entrances, and then there's like a couple guards hanging around places.
Right. Leading
Hmm.
leading up the
Am I
pathways to it.
Is Chancer allowed to walk onto the boat as she please?
Yes.
Okay, that makes the job a lot easier.
The job.
I'm breaking these motherfuckers out. I gotta figure out a way to get them out of
Oh,
here. I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving Mufu in there. So
You do see
I'm a.
your
no.
ship that you were on with the misfired cannon several spots down. You got the feeling they
Hmm.
were pretty much allowed to park normally, which is interesting considering that they're the one at fault. But yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna. I'm gonna let them do whatever they want to try to do while I try to think of a plan here.
okay. So does the people in the hold want to have a scene where they're discussing things?
Hmm.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
So you guys are really far away.
Oh my god.
That's cool. Yeah. I'm really sorry about this. I know I wasn't supposed to stow away, but I mean, I didn't think it'd get anybody else in trouble. He has like no clue what's going on.
Just curious. No, you mentioned the origami cantrip. I bet didn't seem to get used. Do you want to still have that on my guy or no?
You pretty much all still have all of your possessions. I mean all the basics. I would feel that
Or,
most of you would have most of your materials and other possessions still packed away, but like you still have your scythe. Everyone still has like maybe their main weapons and some basic materials that they would use on a daily basis. I would definitely say that Mufu still has her book if she wants to use any paper in that. I mean, you were also reading a book too, weren't you?
Proto?
Or Reardon was tinkering with something. I don't think he let you grab that, but I know Raxthe was reading a book. I don't know if you have anything.
Yeah, I have the book. I was studying the book, spellbook originally, but if you want to turn that into book, that's fine.
Raxthe and Proto are in cells next to each other on the starboard side, and Mufu is on the port side, but she is also near the front with you two, and Chad is all the way in the back in the very far stern of the ship on the port side.
Okay.
Say that,
So you guys are actually pretty close to where the stairs are. You're closer to the stairs than Chad would be. So.
Well, right now I'd have Proto is gonna be messing with that origami cantrip then, but just with some scrap paper. He's just kind of
All right,
making
where do you get the
little.
paper?
Hmm?
Where do you get the paper?
He just usually carries it on him.
Oh, he does.
I would say.
Okay. Oh, does he
Yeah,
take
just because
notes?
he likes to.
I knew
Huh?
Reardon was taking notes, but I didn't. Actually, I will allow that you managed to sleight of hand take Reardon's notes of ways to improve Proto as like a very special.
Oh, I was just gonna
possession.
say he likes to use this. He likes to use a cantrip just to fidget, so he
Okay.
always has kind of a little bit. So
That's
he just
fine.
kind of has some spare paper, kind of messing around, folding up some different animals and.
All right. I will say
Strangely,
that
they're-
you do have that notebook of notes that Reardon was taking, though. So go ahead and add that to your inventory.
Oh, okay, cool. We'll do that.
I like to imagine that Proto reads it from time to time, like, these were the last adjustments he was going to make that I need to make myself. Ways to improve myself.
Okay.
I mean, it's sentimental.
Very true.
No, absolutely. No, absolutely. I was just saying okay over here because I'm like thinking of the plan, and I'm like, this could work.
Using mainly spoons.
No, I have. So far in my plan, the easy way is getting them. Is getting in. The hardest way is getting out.
You're not going to steal the ship, are you?
I completely forgot that's an option.
Oh, shoot. No, never mind.
Oh
No,
my god.
I won't do that because that would be way too suspicious. But I have a plan that could work. The goal is just to get them off the ship. Because once they're
So
off,
anyways,
we
it
can
started
investigate
blasting.
further. Honestly,
I will say Proto's gonna use the one of his papers to make the
I've actually got a bunch of terrible
dog
ideas
version.
now.
Huh?
No, I was just saying that I've got a bunch of terrible ideas now. I just imagine he goes into the other ship and starts shooting cannons at the guards.
Oh,
Quick,
No,
the
I-
ship's sinking! Save them!
no, dude.
Everyone would die if you did that. I promise you.
But it's an option.
That is an
Okay.
easy way to close the campaign if you so wish.
Okay. Okay. Are they good with their chats and whatnot?
Oh, I think Proto was gonna do a origami cantrip.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's
I'll
gonna
let-
take one of his
I'll let
scraps
him
and
do
make
that.
yeah.
For now, while this is happening, and then we're gonna say that our boy Mysterioso walks to like basically the end of the dock where like he can't be easily seen, and he takes like all this like heavy stuff, like all his like bags and stuff, and he hides it under the dock, like under like wooden planks, and he puts on the Chancer outfit that he wears, The pirate
Okay, so
the pirate
these are
costume.
literally just wooden planks on poles over the water. So if you want to hide them under there, that's going straight to the seafloor.
Okay, well,
You're gonna have to go put it somewhere, maybe in someone's
is that
shack
great?
or something.
I'll probably put it in someone's shack, stuff like that. It's mostly in my backpack with all my adventuring stuff in it. Nothing too, nothing too crazy.
Yeah.
I'm
I
mostly just
understand
kind
that
of
you're trying to lighten up so you can go swimming or
yeah,
whatever. I don't know.
yeah. I'm basically trying. I'm basically just trying to have a nice place for my loot to sit down somewhere, and my pan flute. I don't want to lose my pan flute.
I mean, there is a tavern that you're well versed in. You could like
Oh, okay,
say, "Hey, can I leave my stuff here?" And they'd give you like a
okay.
room to rent, or just like put stuff in the back room, storeroom,
I'll
hide stuff
I'll
under
do
the
that,
bar
and
for you.
I'll rent a room actually.
Okay,
I'll rent a room. I'll rent a room so that way we can. I have a place to take them back to. You know.
all right.
I'll bring my cloak though. I'll have the pirate outfit, but I'll have my cloak as well.
Okay.
Okay. That's happening. That's happening. So continue here. Your origami cantrip here.
Oh yes. So he's gonna make the dog one, the one that will actually bark if anyone hostile comes within 10 feet of it,
Okay.
and he just kind of has it send it up there to go watch over the Rayorden's body.
So you send this little paper dog to go up the stairs, and it really struggles, but
Oh.
it gets out of sight, and you have no idea if it managed to get up a second flight of stairs and into that room.
That's all I can do at the moment.
Okay.
Hey, that's
Well,
pretty cool. I had a rat that could do that once.
Oh my
Then
god.
fucking die.
Shut up.
Shut up!
Wow, you really got to bring that one up, don't you?
Yes, I do. I say on the outside of the
We're just yelling
Oh my
at
God,
each
I'm gonna
other
start
through
crying
the
again.
wall.
the guards are just super weirded out.
You've like already swum over and have a hatch made. You're just like, shut up!
Okay.
This is really what you're doing instead of rescuing us? You're just bullying me more?
Yes.
Alright,
And
get
it's
out of
well
here.
worth
It's worth it.
it. Anyway,
Alright, are you doing any other origami or anything?
The notes. Or Riordan's notes if he has them.
Yeah.
Trying to read through them and discover why he was even on the boat in the first place, or where he's like what the plan was.
I mean, basically it was just sort of a getaway, just a getaway, just to find his route, because he's been so in this hierarchy of just like guilds and crafters and graders. Like everyone looked up to him, and he had like a whole lot of responsibility, and he just wanted to get back to just kind of surviving on his own again, and because he would invent such great things, and they would do such great. He lost himself in like, why was he making these things, and he just wanted to get away to figure out like, just to kind of survive on his own again, and realize like what's important, what he needs to do, like why is it important to make stuff. And there's just
Okay.
that's the basic gist of it.
Okay.
And in some of the more recent notes, you realize that a lot of his work has really turned towards making Proto better. At first, Proto was just a sort of hobby that he had, and he really didn't think it was going to be that big as it was to all the other people that made a big deal about it. And he really got away from that, and you notice that more of the pages are less about like what is he doing and what's going on, like what the current things that he's interested in, and more about restudying you, Proto, and like the changes that he needs to make, there's been significantly more notes on you as of lately.
No.
And you get the feeling that you were pretty much his legacy that he really wanted to strive and like almost like his adopted son. I don't know if Proto understands that, but
Probably not at this point.
okay.
Just from lack of experience and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Flash nice.
Hmm.
Nope.
Oop.
Oh, okay.
All right. Does Raxthi want to do anything, or Mufu?
Raxy is sitting there meditating, just meditating with the scythe in his lap and just sitting there watching with Garsorth in his lap or sitting across from him.
Are you doing the elf meditation thing?
Basically.
Do you want to take a long rest, is what you're saying?
Basically, until something.
Okay.
It's a short rest, basically.
Yeah,
Technically,
I'm sure
4 hours.
that with no one really bothers you, at least at this point of day. It's like not even near lunchtime or anything.
Oh, dude, wait, a smart idea. We should all take a long rest and wait until nighttime, so that way my heist is a little bit easier to perform.
Do you
I'd
want
say
to
that
get
would
a
be fair.
message to them that says that? I mean, you're allowed to go back on board.
Yeah, I'm allowed to go back on the boat, so I'll do that as Chancer and walk onto the boat and give them that message while
All
I
right.
head down there.
As you walk back onto the boat, the captain is just kind of, he's actually doing work. He's like trying to get back into the rhythm of like not just commanding people, but also feeling like a sailor again. He's just like mending with the ship and whatnot. And he sees you, and he's not wearing that big hat or that fancy jacket. He doesn't even have the hook on his hip, and you remember that he got shot in his hip and it's been bandaged and he's limping a little bit, but he's never looked better, to be perfectly honest. And he's sweating. He walks over to you and says, "Hey man, look, I know you've got friends down there, well, at least one friend, but just," and he like looks you right in the eyes and he says, "Just don't do anything stupid, okay? We'll figure this out. Like, if they're innocent, it's fine. Just don't, okay? Just look at me." And you're gonna have to make a deception check if you want to go downstairs.
$14.
He takes a very deep breath and drops his shoulders and steps back and doesn't say anything.
I look at him, and with a dashing kind of charming glare, and I walk downstairs.
He raises his eyes, just kind of, or his eyebrows, just not really sure, but he doesn't do anything to stop you.
I head down, and I look around.
Make a perception
What do
check.
I see?
Wait, where are you that you're looking around?
I want to get to the.
So you're in the hold right now. You have to go
I'm in the
down
hold.
more.
I need to go down to the brig. That's where I'm
Yes.
gonna go. I'm gonna go down to the brig.
All right. So you're going to go down to the brig and then you're going to look around?
Yeah, then I'm gonna look around,
Okay. Make a perception
See,
check.
where everyone is and what everyone's doing. Yeah,
What'd you
yeah. Nat 18, perception plus 2, 20.
Yeah, okay. How do I want to do this? So the first thing you see is Chad all the way in the back because everyone else is like right near the door.
Right.
So you almost you're like, is anyone else down here? And you don't really see any of the other crew around. they seem to be just kind of busying themselves. Like some of them were messing with the hole, and they're part of the hole is down here too a little bit. It's not it's sort of leaking a little bit, so they're doing a little bit down here too. But
but
you're pretty
not
much
as much.
free to walk around. All of them are sort of giving you suspicious looks, but they're not doing anything.
Okay,
They
so
trust
like
you, but you know
the
they just
brig.
really don't want you to ruin that trust.
Okay, so so the brig. I can't see everyone down here in the brig though. Yeah, like
I mean, you
all
just
the
haven't
travelers.
walked up and seen them yet.
Oh, okay. So the first one I see is the first one I see is Chad.
Because he's all
So
the
I
way in
need
the
so
back.
okay. So if I walk up further, I'll see them.
Yeah. You
All
just have
right,
to go around the stairs.
then I will go around the stairs and walk up.
Okay.
Oh, wait, actually, hold on. First, I look over at Chad and I say hello. I give him a little wave.
His back is towards you. He's like
His back is towards me?
yeah. He's like looking in the corner.
All right, then I'll call his name. Hey, Chad.
He doesn't say anything.
That's interesting. I'll do it again, but louder.
So
Hey, Chad!
he like kind of lifts his head and looks around. He's like, "My lady?"
It's your girl.
He like jumps to his feet and he's like panting like a dog and he's like banging against the. Where are you?
I'll walk down there to see him.
You're like, "Oh, hello."
You doing okay, Chad?
No, I got everybody in trouble.
It's fine. It's normal for you. So it can't be anything different than all the other times.
You always do that.
Thanks, I think. Make a actually, it's screw it.
Have you I heard from a friend, a little whisper that you've lost your rat friend.
He like perks up. He's like, I mean, I don't keep rats. That'd be stupid. It's just, I mean, unless you got
Can I-
one.
Oh,
Do I have to insight check that, or can I tell he's lying?
You can tell he's lying. He's being very bashful.
He's very, very bashful about it. Well, I'm sorry, but I don't have any rats on me. But I know what I can give you. I reach
When
into
you say
my
you don't
back
have any
pocket.
rats on you, he kind of looks you up and down, and he's kind of got those eyes that you kind of feel uncomfortable
oh,
about.
still.
I go into my back pocket and I pull out 3 gold pieces. And I give them to
I thought you
him.
were gonna pull out the paper dog.
Oh wait! Oh, did I? Oh, I should have perception that. I should have seen if I could see the paper dog.
Yeah,
Well, I don't know it's there.
that's okay.
But it's okay.
You pull out 3 gold pieces, and he's like,
I-
"Cool. I could totally buy a rat with this, I think."
Well, if you don't want them, I can take them back.
Well, I mean, some food would be nice. And you hear his stomach growling.
Oh,
Best believe use that for food. I'll tell you this. I'll give you a promise. If I see
As soon as
A
you say
real
promise, his entire face and physique lights up. You realize that promises are very big to this person, and you do not need a perception check.
Okay. If I see a real good rat, a real nice one, a charmer, one that I know you'll love, I'll try to catch it for you. And if I do, I'll come straight to you and I'll give it to you. How's that?
He's tearing up. Actually, he doesn't say anything. His face suddenly turns stern, and he actually leaps towards you, and he like throws his hand outside the bar and grabs your hand, and he says, "I promise, I'll get out of here. I'll pay everything back to everyone, especially you."
I'm glad to hear it. I need
Make
to go
a
see a couple
perception
other
check.
friends. Oh, okay. Ah! Perception check. I roll a nat 12 on my perception check. +2, that's
You
14.
have never ever seen someone be as truthful as this person right now.
Ah, that's good. I like that. All right. I'm glad to hear it. I need to see a couple other friends, so I'm going to leave you for now. I'll be back though.
He
I
just
should.
nods.
All right.
And
I
he's
waddled down.
standing a bit more masculine than he was before.
Good man. We got Chad back. I did that for you, Wufu. I got you.
All you have to
I-
do
We
is
got a good
promise him
boy.
with a rat, and he'll do anything for you.
I promised him a rat, and I'm gonna get shit. I know it in my mind, boys. I know in my mind. You may think to myself, why the heck he's being nice to Chad? You just wait. He's about to go conquer a kingdom. He's gonna give it to us. I know he will.
Do you want to know what class he is?
Oh, can I know what class he is? What class is he?
He's a berserker.
Ooh, I like that. I like that. All right, cool. All right. Anyway, I waddle my way out of that situation.
I'll say that
and I-
because you're an experienced fighter, you can kind of tell from the stance that he's wearing, and the fact
Yeah.
that he's not holding any weapons. You could tell that he's
Ooh.
still pretty formidable.
he's got the ropes. So I'm gonna take. I'll take 2 gold out of my equipment. 3 gold out of my equipment because that's what I gave him.
Oh, you did give
Also-
him to him?
Yeah, I gave it to him because he's gonna need food. I handed it to him. I never took it back. That's what happened.
He's kind of like caressing them in his cheek, and he's like, "She touched these."
Little does she know. Little does he know. I go. All right. I move down and I go around the stairs to see the other half of the brig here to see who I can see.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
can see-
you basically walk past them, and I mean, they were towards one end, so they were pretty much at the base of the stairs. You were just,
Oh, okay.
It's whatever. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Either way, I'm gonna spot Mufu here. And I'm gonna go straight over to her.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna go straight over. To her. Mufu.
Yeah?
What is she doing? First of all.
Do I have my fork with me?
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Then I'm playing with it.
You're playing with your frog.
That's
All right.
really
Then I
cute.
come over and see you playing with your frog, which is adorable, first of all. And I come over and I go, Mufu, are you all right?
I'm okay.
Okay.
I could grab
Perception
with me.
check. No, I'm just kidding.
Perception check. I want to make sure you. What's it?
Oh, does Proto see him coming through?
Yeah, Proto is directly across from Mufu.
Okay.
You see his chants are
Uh,
coming through.
He kind of looks up and says, "Is there an update on anything yet?"
I look up and I turn. Where is Proto? Next to Mufu. Is he just
They are on exact opposite ends of the, or opposite sides of the hall.
Okay, so they're like
So
basically
you're
facing
towards
each
the
other.
front of the boat, but Mufu is to your right and Proto's to your left. And then Raxi is
okay.
also to your left, but just in the cell next to Proto.
Okay. Then I look up and I turn to see Proto when he says that. I'm like, I have no updates for you. But you also punched me in the face. So can you convince me on why I should give you any information about this?
You were an enemy at the time. You don't
I
seem
was
to be
gonna
now.
say I only punch bad people.
I was just
That's a fair-
following what I was told to do, but at this point, I'm not sure what to do. So, any help would be appreciated. But I understand if you don't.
I'm sympathetic to people who have lost a loved one. I don't know anything currently. I don't know anything on the situation. I just know that you are all stranded here, and that's why I came to look around. How's your friend? Where is your friend? Your deceased one.
I understand and hope that he's still upstairs in the cabin.
I'll double check on him for you.
I would
See how
appreciate
he's
that.
doing.
Thank
Oh,
you.
just so you know, you did not hear the dog barking when you came down.
Okay.
Oh shit, my dog was
So
barking.
you either have the idea
sorry.
that the dog is up in the room with him, so when he came down through the stairs, which did not go by the room. It did not set the dog off.
Okay.
Or the dog
Okay.
like fell down the stairs. It's somewhere in
The
the
dog only
floorboards.
barks at someone who is hostile, though. So, as long as they're not hostile, it shouldn't go off.
Oh, that's true. So if someone walks past the dog and just doesn't do anything, they won't go
Yeah.
off. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I never got your name. What was your name?
My full title is Prototype Mark V, but my creator always called me Proto for short.
Proto. Creative. I like it. Mufu, do you know Proto?
No.
Well,
I mean, I saw him punch you, but
it was a very good tag team effort. I'll be assured of that. But
yeah, that was
since you
great.
guys were both battle
Proto,
buddies,
you're great.
let's introduce ourselves real quick. This is Proto. I'm here to help you get out of here, and I'm here to help him with whatever he needs. There was a third, though, wasn't there? Ah, yes. Do you know where that Raxley fellow is?
Raxley
over
is
here.
right next to Proto.
Look at that! How convenient. Are you all right?
Isn't he meditating? Isn't he like
Yes,
the
and he's
Buddha floating
irritated.
He's irritated because I
Literally.
walked in and started making noise.
Yes.
Yeah, you literally walked in front of Raxi to get to Proto and Mufu.
I'm not paying attention. I got Mufu on the
Perception?
mind.
What's
dude.
that?
I got Mufu on the mind. Don't worry about it. Go ahead.
Typical boy, always thinking about the girl.
Shut up. I go over to Raxley. You alright?
Yeah. Hopefully they didn't desecrate the body.
I hope so too. You didn't really get. You're really not a large part of this, honestly. So. How many people are in here? Like, how many people are in the brig?
I mean, it's just you four at this end.
Oh, it's just us four? But, like, have I seen. Is there, like, more people besides them that are here?
I mean, pretty much the holes have been patched up. I mean, they saw people come and go. All the water's pretty much gone. I mean, it's still kind of damp down here, but
Yeah. Is there, like,
I think the
is there
frog's
any other
splashing
people...
around in like a little puddle here and there.
Oh my god, that's adorable. But but is there like any my question is there any like other people that are in the brig? Like
Make a
did they put
perception
more people in the
check.
brig? Perception check. I rolled a 15 plus 2, that's 17. It's
Did you say
17, my bad.
50?
I said 15. I rolled a 15 plus 2, that's 17.
I was gonna say.
Sorry, I kind of frantically said that one there.
You can hear that there are some people kind of walking around above you. Above you isn't the hold. Above you is the line of cannons, and then above the line of cannons is the hold, and then is the top deck. So there's a few people walking around, like checking the cannons, making sure that they're not loaded and ready to blow.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, check on that.
So there's like some thunks as they're just like messing with stuff. You can tell that there's not many people. As you came down here, you saw like maybe 3 people.
Yeah, but is there? I think I need to clarify just a little bit more. Is there like people that they locked into the brig besides Mufu and them and all of
No.
them? Is there
There's
like more
absolutely
people that they
nobody down in the hold or the brig, excuse me.
have? Okay, so
where
it's
you
just them that they locked up.
Yes.
Okay, got it. Cool.
I'm here
All right.
too.
I love you, Chad. Don't worry.
She loves me.
Don't take that so personally. God damn it, that boy. Okay,
Dang it.
so none of you here, I'm sure, had anything to do with that situation, especially you, Proto, because you definitely wouldn't kill your master by any means, unless you had a different means. Do you have any other means to kill him?
Define means. And I have no motive, if that's what you're asking. I have many means to make damage on other people, though.
Fair enough.
I am
I
fluent
meant
in
motive.
over 3,000 ways to murder.
I like to imagine anytime he talks to someone, he gets like a list of like A through D, and it's like kill, 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 say hello.
Be polite, be respectful, but have a plan to kill everyone you meet.
Yeah, and then it like spools like a random like generator, so he doesn't even decide. It's like ding. Hello.
I just roll a 1d6 for every time I need to interact with somebody. I have a little chart of what to do. 5 of those options being killed.
Stop! All right. Anyway, what about you? Actually, you seem interested in the souls of the damned. Do you have any reason to kill this man?
Let's put in
No, I'm here to guide the souls to their afterlife. I'm not here to kill unless provoked.
Insight check. Rolling an insight check because I don't trust this guy because he's got a scary side. Got 13.
I mean, he's kind of hard to read. I mean, you've never really, like, looked at this type of person with this kind of background. I mean, he seems pretty calm and collected, but you honestly don't know if he's just, like, really fluent in lying or if he really doesn't have anything to hide.
Alright then. I suppose because it's only you three, it wouldn't be a problem to get you all out of here. And Chad. But I can't make any big moves right now. It's too early in the morning. Too much light, and we would be easily seen.
Is there a reason we want to leave?
I probably want none of you... First, I want her out of here. She had nothing to do with this, and I don't want her business being dealt with here. If you want to stay here by any means necessary, then go ahead. But I am offering you right now that when dawn hits and everything is dark, I can come in and try to help you get out.
Wait, did you say when dawn hits and it's dark?
Sorry. Midnight. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm bad with time zones. I'm not
You
smart.
do realize that dawn is when the sun comes up.
You know, okay. Listen, I'm going to just...
The sun rises and all is dark.
Listen, I'm trying. I'm trying.
Freaking Mysterioso over here is gonna cast a spell to turn pitchness over the time.
Shush. I'm dumb.
I will
We understand
sacrifice the sun in order to save Mufu.
I throw my dagger at the sun to attempt to out the lights.
Roll it.
Ah! Darn, I rolled a 16. I rolled a 16.
Oddly enough, your knife
No,
flies
I'm not
into the
going- I'm
air
not-
and then falls a few feet later. You know, like normal physics work.
Anyway, throw a nat 20, actually kill the sun.
Oh my god.
If you rolled high enough, I would let you kill the sun. Don't you worry.
I'm not actually attempting to throw a dagger. The dagger has not been thrown. This has not happened.
It's cool.
Anyway,
Everything ends.
back to what I was saying. I'm offering you an outing. If you do not wish to leave, you do not have to. But I'm trying to get her out of here. So if
Do
you
not
want to
believe
come,
that there will be a fair investigation, or that they will be competent in succeeding in their goals to find who did this?
listen. I've been here longer than you have. These people, they're ruffians and pirates. Sure, they do have their codes, and they do have their good means. But some investigations, they don't end out the way you want them to. A lot of people will end up just getting bored of the investigation if taking too long. Plus, there's barely any evidence. A cannon was shot and your friend was killed. You said that he was stabbed by some sort of poison. Do you happen to know what the poison is?
I am not trained in that. No.
Then we barely have anything on it.
You're not
For any
even
means, it
sure that
probably
it
was just
is
the-
poison. You just know that by the type of mark that was made, that you've seen similar cases where that's like a very slight mark just to get poison into the system.
Okay.
Also, have you investigated the other ship?
I haven't investigated the other ship. I wanted to come here and check in on them first.
So you left the ship and then came back to the ship just to check.
Oh, was I not? What?
You
I
were
thought-
on this
I
ship
thought I
when they got put in the brig.
Left the ship.
I left the ship. Yeah, but I never went to the other ship.
Right.
I got onto the dock and I was looking and thinking of a plan. That's what I was doing.
Right.
And then I went to the tavern, dropped my stuff up, and I came back to the ship. That's what I did. I didn't go on to the other ship by any means.
I'd say it's almost noon now.
It's almost noon.
Yeah, you're gonna expect that they're gonna bring some type of food down to these guys pretty soon.
Okay.
Like you would know that just about any second now somebody's gonna come down with something.
All right. I'll keep it quick and simple. I'll help you in your situation. I'll look around and investigate myself. But if it looks like a lost cause, I'll tell you. And if you want to leave, I'll be your only option. At the end of the day, I'm going to try to leave and get her out of here because she has nothing to do with this. Understood?
Yeah, I understand well enough. And you see on the stairs is Captain Strogan. And in his hands is 2 plates full of food. And they look wonderfully prepared. Something that you would see at a tavern. Like even nicer than a tavern. You can tell that he like went to great efforts to get like some real good food from like a restaurant. And he brought it on a tray. And he's got eating utensils, like which is more than you've gotten on this journey so far. So you know that he went out of his way to go get something, and he is looking at you in particular, and he does not look happy.
Strogan. Looks like I've been caught a little red-handed, haven't I?
Just shut up. Just shut. I don't want to hear it. He walks over and he unlocks the gate and sets a tray down in front of Raxley and Mufu. Then he locks them back up and looks to Proto and says, "Get anything I can get you?"
No, I'm fine, thank you.
He nods and then he looks at you again. And he looks like he's gonna wallop you. I thought you wanted these people's safety.
I do want these people's safety.
I want you off my ship. Now.
I'll leave the ship. Listen.
No.
No, listen to me. Proto is sitting
Callister!
here. And
He's yelling up to the top, and shortly after, some people are coming down. They're like, "Yeah, what's up?" He's like, "I want you to get our friend here off my ship. Don't let him on again." And they look at each other, look at you, and like, "All right, come on." And they usher you off the ship.
I nod and follow, but before I leave, I turn to the captain and I say, "You'll regret this." And then
I'm
I
keeping
walk
you
away.
from regretting something that you would do. And then he nods and they help you off.
All right.
So
Now I'm off the
now
ship.
you are not being blocked by the guards from coming on the ship, but if any of the crew sees you,
The crew sees me.
yeah, they'll probably just walk up and stand in your way. They're probably not gonna do anything to rough you up.
Mm-hmm.
But they're just gonna be like, "Dude."
Dude, come on. All right.
Dude,
Then-
bro.
All right. So then I can go on to the other ship and investigate though? Yeah?
Yeah, that's the ship that you were on. Would you like that to be necessarily the ship that you work on? Are you an official member of that crew, or were you just spending the day out there because you knew that Mufu was coming?
I was spending the day out there. Chancer's
Chancer
a
wanders.
real person. Chance is like a real person. I just took her persona for that day to see them in a sense.
Oh, so is Chancer a
Yeah. So
member of that crew?
yeah, Chance is a member of that crew. I'm just using I'm just using Chancer as a persona to be able to see Mufu in a sense.
Okay. So are you going to take that persona to get back on that ship?
Uh, can I take a different persona with to get on the ship?
I mean, you can take any kind of persona you
I
want and try to
I
get on
did
that ship.
I did take I was Mysterioso on that ship as well, so I can probably take that. I'll take Mysterioso and I'll put my cloak on, so my skin changes into the Drow elf that is myself, and I move to the other ship to go investigate.
Yeah, as you get close, there's no guard stationed here, but some of the crew are like, "What are you doing? Like, who are you?"
I walk up and I'm like, hi, lovely to meet you. Uh, oh, what? Not
What?
me? Okay. I walk up, say, hello. I was a passenger aboard the ship, and I seem to have lost one of my items down below while the rustle was happening with the opposing ship, and I point to the other ship.
Make a deception
Uh,
check.
oh, geez, it fucked up. It landed like on my mouse and like was not right.
What'd you get?
I have 16 plus 6. That's
You
22.
got a 16 plus 6?
Yeah, my deception's really high.
He's like, I don't remember seeing you. Roll at disadvantage.
Roll at disadvantage.
I mean, you're a random person trying to get on this ship.
Thir- 13. I have 19 then.
19. He's like, I I mean, how long
I
ago
won't.
was it? Like, we probably cleared it out. He like kind of helps you get on the ship. He's like walking you there. Like, I mean, what is it you're looking for? What can I help you find? I don't know.
I'm I'm looking for a ring that I lost. It's a small silver ring with a blue gem inside of it.
Do you point to the one that's on your one of your ears?
No, not earring, like an actual like finger ring.
Oh, I thought you were gonna be like, look, I'm missing one.
Oh, that would have been smart. Can I do that instead?
Sure.
Yeah. So I point to one of my earrings. I'm looking for one of my missing earrings.
He kind of looks at it and he's like, dang, that fucker's small. And he's like, I mean, you're free to look around. Just don't touch anything. And
I won't.
you realize that there's plenty of people walking around. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah.
I I won't. I swear. If you want, you can keep watch over me if you do so please. But I'm just going to look below deck if that's all right.
He glances you over. Make an athletics check. He's like checking you out.
15, nat 15, 19. Wait, athletics? My bad. Sorry. 16.
He kind of smirks in a way that's very uh uncomfortable. He's like, I could help you look for some things if you want me to. And he's like, maybe we could look in the cabins to start. And he like ushers you back towards where he sleeps.
I'm a drow elf male.
Yeah.
Wow, really? Oh my
Why?
god.
I mean, he thought you were coming on to
I'll
him,
ship
so.
it.
Oh, do you say that out loud? Like,
Hold
I'm
on.
a male?
No, I don't say it. That was me out of character. Let me
Okay.
think for a second.
Elves
My
do look
friend?
fairly feminine, though, and to be honest,
Yes.
with his looks, he
Yeah.
can barely get what he
Okay.
can get. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Then I look at him and I tell him, I'm a drow elf male, if you couldn't tell.
Make a persuasion check.
I have to persuade him into thing. God damn it! All right.
I mean,
No.
that's a
The computer-
very strong emotion that you're fighting right now.
14. 14.
Yeah, okay,
plus-
so he stops salivating
Yeah.
and he's like, "Oh, okay, well, I'm just gonna, I'm gonna go."
Yeah, no
yeah,
problem.
no, sure, it's fine. Just,
My apologies.
I'm gonna go. And you're like, this reminds me of Chad, but like,
Yeah.
very deep voice.
Yeah. I'm like, but I like stop him for a second. Like, hey, there are people that I know that are like myself at the tavern that are not male. If
He
you
kind
ever
of
wanted
darts
to.
at you, and you know, I'm not even gonna make you roll. He like bolts off the ship and runs towards the tavern.
Oh my god.
Damn it! In my mind, I'll speak out of character so it can just be my thoughts. My plan was like, maybe I can get this guy to go to the tavern, and then I change it to a female drow elf, and then we have sex, and I steal all his shit. I was thinking, but
Gross.
seems like he's going. Hey, I have methods, all right.
There's one less person guarding this boat. Be happy.
All right. Listen,
Oh
Okay.
my god.
I head down and I investigate the area to see if I
I'll
can
do
find any
anything
evidence.
to save my friend Mufu. Also, I might have sex with this person to steal their stuff.
Hey, listen! I have sex. It's in the lore. I have sex with many people at the tavern in order to be a changeling because you need
Look,
to know the
you don't
entire
understand. I get laid.
life. I get laid. This is why my persuasion
Can
is so
we
high.
move on?
Anyway,
Oh my god, can we stop?
I'm sorry.
This is
I'm
so
sorry,
painful.
I'm sorry. Okay, it's in the lore. Okay. Either way, I head down and I start investigating the damage and whatnot and see what I can find.
So
Do
you're
I make
going below deck into the hold?
Yeah, where the cannon was shot. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's one more deck. That's where the row of cannons is. I forget what
Okay,
it's
then
called.
I'll head there.
That's
there.
where most of the people are, and they're just kind of searching all over. They've like pulled the one cannon that was fired. The fuse was wet. The fuse was. You can see the burn marks where the fuse would be. They haven't scrubbed it or anything. They're just kind of looking around and like, you really can't find it? Like, no, I just can't. And so they seem to be searching for something.
I'll go up and ask one of them, like, what are they searching for?
Like,
I'd be like,
I don't
hey.
rightly know. I mean, we were just kind of just told to search.
Told to search. By who?
Taskmaster Bobbery, obviously. I mean, we're kind of under lockdown right now.
Oh.
We were supposed to take another crew out today. Of course, we got up early today just to go on this fun event, and now we're stuck here.
I've heard the situation before. It's because of apparently a murder on case on the, and that's where I heard they're holding some.
They just kind of
people
like,
over
yeah. People die, whatever. Get over it. We're freaking pirates, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm also searching for something of my own. But I can help you search for any evidence while I'm
rolls
searching
his
for my
eyes
own
like,
items.
You too? What? What do you want?
It's just my.
How did you
earring.
get on here?
I asked to come on. I lost an item of mine on the ship, and I'm looking for it.
What do you want me to do about it?
Nothing. I was just offering my help. If you wanted help searching for whatever you're looking for.
If you want to help, just get your butt out of here. Stop sticking your nose in places where they don't belong.
Understood. And I'd walk away from that fine gentleman.
That was a woman? No, I'm just kidding.
That was a woman. You gotta play that card on me.
Yeah.
Okay. God damn it. Okay. Anyway,
Nope.
oh,
Oh,
we lost Draco. This is not good. But I look around for anything I can find about what happened to
Make an
our friend.
investigation check.
Make the investigation check. We're gonna look.
Take a
Ah,
look. It's in a boat.
that was the that was good. That was the only one I wish that didn't do that. 8.
Yeah, so there's like cannons in this room, and
All
there's
right.
cannonballs like stored at one end, and there's like people moving around. They're doing something you really have no clue what's going on in here. Apparently, there's like a real big commotion. More than just like one of the cannons went off. Like there's something bigger going on here, but you have no clue, and you really can't get anyone else to give you any more information.
Well, shit. I'll step off the boat then. I'll stop my investigation.
You're gonna
I'll
completely step off the
I'll
boat.
I'll give up and just take off. Can I make a perception check? For just not on people, but just like any items that like happen to just be lying around the ship.
Do you want to take a closer look at the cannon or anything?
Oh, can I? Am I allowed to? I didn't.
Yeah,
Because
I
it seemed
mean,
like I couldn't
yeah.
bother. I'll take a closer look at the cannon.
I mean, you were doing a general investigation check for where you are.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if there are any
Okay.
points of interest that you want to look at more specifically, you can just go ahead
Okay.
and do that.
Then I'll go to the cannon. The cannon that was fired. Yeah.
Yes. I mean,
Okay.
that's what you can tell. Like, none of the other cannons have been moved.
I'll go
This is the
take a
only
look
one
at
that's
that
been
cannon.
recently fired. You know that, like, cannons get
Yeah.
cleaned regularly.
I will take that look inside of the book
All right.
and then take a little investigation through this cannon.
I mean, it's kind of hard because people are kind of like messing with it and looking around. It really doesn't look that much different. There is actually make a history check.
Come on, history. I believe in you. It's a 2.
Yeah, so you've never really fired a cannon. I mean, you've been around them. You know what happens.
I'll tell you what. I know what it sounds like, but fuck, I don't know how it works.
You kind of know that you stick the wick in. You put a cannonball inside and it goes boom or something. You don't really know about how charges work or how it gets pushed in, how you have to clear it and whatnot. Like, you don't know any of the other steps. You just assume that you put the thing in and it goes boom and it works.
This is definitely troublesome.
Yeah, there really isn't much that you can get from this cannon. Is there any? I'm really trying to spoon feed you to this one, but I don't want to give you too much if you're not looking hard enough.
Well, I'm trying. I guess I'll take a look at the cannonballs then.
All right.
Like, I'll investigate that.
You actually go back to where the cannonballs are stored, and there are like some there are some sections where there's like cannonballs stored regularly every few feet next to cannons. Like, in between every other cannon there's like a box of cannonballs, and in the spots where there aren't cannonballs there are packages that you assume to be powder explosive for projecting the cannonball out. So you make your way back to the main guy who's in the back, and he's like going over the list, and like, yeah, we didn't use any cannonballs. We haven't lost any powder packages. Like, we don't know how it went off. We lost one fuse, but that's it. And they're just kind of talking about. You can pretty much overhear that. You don't even have to ask them. They're just like so baffled and confused how they still have all of their ammunition, but they lost a fuse. So the
Huh.
the fuse has been used on the cannon, but no
No
cannonballs
powder,
or
cannonballs were
charges
used.
have been used. Yeah.
Hmm. This is suspicious. Can. Hmm. So the cannonball. So no cannons and powder have been used. The fuse was used. Hmm.
So the cannon was used to fire at the other ship. They're like also
Yes.
mulling over this. You've like joined the circle, and they're like,
Yeah.
no cannons. So it wasn't a cannonball hole.
It
It
wasn't a
did look too
cannonball.
big to be a cannonball hole, didn't it? Yeah, it was like several feet wide, like easily as big as a person. But cannonball is only like
Good.
several feet, if even that.
Good thing that they're talking about cannons because I have absolutely nothing to know about cannons.
Yeah, roll a deception check to fit into this group. You're like, yes, cannon.
Cannons. Oh, fucking Christ, 12.
Yeah, that's enough. They're not paying attention.
Okay,
They don't
good
notice
enough.
that you've joined the group. They're just like,
I'm
I
just
just
listening.
don't understand how this could have happened. So who was it that was in charge of keeping rounds that day? I mean, it's all been there. Nothing's been touched. And they're just like, they're so confused. They have no idea what happened.
Huh. Maybe it was like magic or like a spell or something like that.
They all look up at you. Magic? You can't put magic inside of a cannon. It doesn't work like that. Does it? I don't know. Like, well, what if you put the magic inside of like a magic cannonball? That would make like a magic cannonball that would be more explosive. I do know though a place where you can like enchant certain items to have like magical spells on them. What if someone made like a fancy cannonball that went extra boom? We should get some of those. Those would be awesome. Hey, yeah, that's a real good idea. And they're just like they've lost their attention from you again.
Huh. I'm gonna ask that guy. Do you know where that's at?
What's that?
The magic enchantment shop.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's just down by the wharf. You've been there, haven't you? He like looks
I'm
you
new.
over, fully taking you in for the first time. He's like, "Wait, how'd you get on the ship? Who are you?"
I asked if I could look for my missing earring on the ship, and they
Make a
allowed me to
deception
be in here.
check.
Shit.
Each new person you interact with, you realize you're gonna have to
9.
lie to them.
9.
He kind of looks you over like, "Yeah, sure. You should get off the ship because
Yes. Sorry for being a bother.
yeah, okay, catch you later."
But thank you for the magic enchantment place. I've been looking for something like that.
Okay.
I'll
Do
get
you
going.
need
I
magic
apologize.
cannonballs to fire at other
No.
ships?
No, that's not it. I have personal business. And I just walk away.
Yeah, that'd be smart.
Yeah, it's pretty smart.
So like everyone's kind of giving you weird looks as you leave.
Okay, I'll just keep going.
You walk off the ship.
I'll go up a deck. Yeah, I don't know what else I could do because they basically talked about everything that I could need, and the best place I can look is I guess the enchantment shop. So I guess I'll just get off the ship
Okay.
and I'll think of myself through there. I should probably get back to the others. I don't know what the others are doing or what's happening over there.
I mean, they're eating lunch, so
They're eating lunch. So I'm just looking around.
yeah.
All right.
If you want to hike into town, I'm gonna say that it's gonna be afternoon by the time you get in there.
Huh.
So you
I
probably
want-
have like maybe an hour or so to like mess around in town and get back before it's dark.
Yeah.
I mean, a few
Uh,
hours. So
I'll just kind of stay by the dock a little bit and just kind of wait till it's nighttime.
you're just gonna wait.
I'm just gonna wait. I'll wait
Okay.
patiently.
I mean, I was giving you time, but okay.
I mean, like, I don't want to like make any like big investigations without anyone else on that ship. They're all just kind of sitting there, just wait. They're all just kind of sitting there, just waiting for me to do something. So I'm kind of.
All right. I will say that you know that there are places where you can just get enchanted items and get items enchanted to do stuff.
Okay.
You know? It's not uncommon to have like magically imbued items, or to get an item that has like a rune that does something to make it better at something or whatever.
Right. Okay.
I mean, there are even some people that are equipped with firearms that shoot spells. So
There's just two people that are aware of magic.
Apologize. Apparently, I have a surprise in-law visit.
Oh.
Would it be alright if we cut it off for the day? I'm sorry. Like,
sure.
No, it's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
I wasn't
Okay.
expecting them, but
It's all good.
I'm sorry.
No, you're absolutely fine, dude.
Alright.
You're all chill.
Yeah. I mean, we've been going on for a while. Let's see.
Yeah, almost
feel-
6 hours.
Yeah.
6.5 hours, give or take.
I feel so bad because now I'm just out here by myself, like investigating everything. I'm just like, they're just in the ship and they just don't get to do anything. I'm like, I gotta break them the fuck out. I gotta get them
We're all
out of
taking
there.
naps and fiddling with
taking
paper and all that.
It's 5.5
I don't want
hours.
any of you guys
so.
to just be chilling in there by yourselves, though. I want you to also be with me because if I'm going to a magic shop, I want the 2 magic users on our squad to be able to be there and help me figure this out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have stuff that would help with that. So
I'd imagine. So I
Being
kind
an
of want to get
artificer.
you guys out of there.
Literally, his job is enchanting stuff.
yes,
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm
the
over
guy who
here.
doesn't know anything about cannons is trying to figure out.
Meanwhile, I can make myself a pretty face. Yeah, I like don't know what cannons are. I disguise myself as an expert piratist, and I don't know how to do anything on a ship. I can
Just
That's
be
why you
glad that
failed
Chancer
so
didn't
bad in
come
the
on the
beginning.
ship and find you.
I
You're
can
trying to be the
persuade-
epic captain, and then you just fall flat on your face at the end of the rope and all
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I literally can persuade and deceive people. That's the best I got.
You can inspire.
I
Well, I
can't
gotta go,
inspire,
though.
but I have no
It
one
was
to
fun.
inspire.
You haven't
Uh,
used bardic inspiration on yourself once.
I can use bardic inspiration on myself.
Yes.
I didn't know that. Fuck.
All the things that you're good at, you're suddenly amazingly better at. Remember?
Well, that's jack of all trades.
Yes.
Okay. Either way.
Well,
Oh.
I'll talk to you all later. Let me know when the next session is. Probably same time
See
next
you.
week.
Yeah.
Probably
same
same
time next
next
week.
week.
Unless we want to do it sooner. I mean,
I would prefer at the same time next week just because of job and scheduling stuff.
all right, makes sense.
Yeah.
Same
Yeah,
time next
that's
week.
the same.
Okay.
Hoorah.
See you later. Bye.
Awesome. Cool.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah.